I'm gonna finish these MCU reviews before Endgame comes out because I want to get an Endgame review out that weekend. I'm gonna do it even if it kills me. Probably will. I'm prone to death. Captain Captain America. Mark. No, Captain America, the first Avenger. Last solo film of Phase 1. Until we get the Avengers. We're not talking about the Avengers. We're talking about Captain America, the first Avenger. It was definitely called the first Avenger, so so people would know it ties in to the Avengers, even though it's Captain America. And if you don't know that, it ties into the Avengers. Well, then you've never seen Captain America in your life, which is possible because they took not popular characters in this first phase because they sold all the rights to the good ones. No joke, they sold the rights to the most famous characters. Captain America, First Avenger, America, First Avenger. Great period piece. It takes place in the 1940s, and Joe Johnston obviously has a love for that era because he did The Rocketeer, which also takes place in the 1940s and is a good movie. If you have not seen The Rocketeer, I heavily suggest it. I do not suggest his other film, Jurassic Park 3. That was a bad one. Rocketeer and Captain America, good ones. For the most part. First of all, let's get into it. Chris Evans, he's great. I'm glad. I know he declined the role like twice, but I'm glad they finally convinced him because he's great. He's not as good as this. He seems a little shyer on the role in this one, and the first Avenger movie, The Avengers. But he's much. You can tell right in Winter Soldier, he's much more comfortable and he is loving this role. I liked him in both these movies, but you could tell he was a little shy, especially in this one. He was a little shy with this one. He still put on a great performance, but he was not your favorite Avenger until Winter Soldier. Then he became everyone's favorite Avenger, and now we're scared for his fate in Endgame. Don't die. Okay, Captain America, First Avenger, Merica. We're getting back to Merica, and it's good, but it suffers from what most Phase 1 Marvel movies suffer from. The fact that it fails after its first act. The Phase 1 Marvel movies have been good. They all started out well. Oh my god. Iron Man starts out well. Captain America, Thor, they all. Iron Man 2, even Incredible Hulk with that chase scene through Brazil. All 5 of those movies start out amazingly. And you're in your seat. You're like, holy crap, this is going to be a good movie. And then, right, they just halfway through, they just take a turn for the worse. For Iron Man around time, Jeff Bridges started being all started turning from, I'm Jeff Bridges, everybody, to he started to turn from the dude to like Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps, and then he dies. And for the Incredible Hulk, it's probably when he meets back up with Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler. She really dragged that movie down. She was good in Lord of the Rings, not good in this one. And Iron Man 2, when Ivan Vanko and Justin Hammer team up. In Thor, when Thor gets sent down to Earth. In this, and right when he starts being Captain America. Right after the scene where we get introduced to fully introduced to Red Skull, and he saves Bucky in his first mission. That's a good scene. But then after that, it just falters. It just falters flat. First of all, they montage through all the action scenes they promised in the trailer. If they extended those would have been killer action scenes. That helped improve this final act. I was just not impressed by the fact that they did that. And let's get to one of the best parts about the movie, though. Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers' relationship. Oh my god. From beginning to end, I was invested in these characters. And right when you see this movie takes place in the 40s, that this is and you see that this is a love story, you know this is not going to end well. And it's heartbreaking because they really hammer home how you should be attached to these people. I, we, this is easily the most popular relationship, like official Marvel relationship in the MCU, in the fandom. Like, you know, we got the Bucky X Steve, Tony X Steve, but this is, and those are popular, but for official relationships, this is easily the most popular one. And it's got such a sad ending. The ending of this movie, like I said, it falters in its final act, but right after he crashes the plane and wakes up, in these last like 2 minutes, the movie just redeems itself back to its first act greatness. As Cap is beating up all these Shield guys, and he runs out into modern day Times Square. You can see just he doesn't even say what he's feeling. You can just see it in his face, and it's so great. And then when he says, and Nick Fury's like, "Oh, we gotta put you part of the Avengers." He says something wrong, and when Cap says, "I had a date," oh man, and that's how the movie ends. That's how it ends, and it's brutal and it's so good. And then it just plays that triumphant score and it ends. Man, say what you will about the final act, you cannot deny that is a powerful ending. It was so good. Like, he finally got in his confidence. He's gonna start getting out there and dating, and I was like, oh man, it was a brutal ending, but it was a good one. Performances are good. Hugo Weaving as Red Skull is another weak villain. Another weak villain in the Marvel chain of villains. Oh man. Like, he comes back from Infinity War. This is common knowledge that after the Tesseract takes him into space, he becomes Guardian of the Soul Stone. And that's cool, and I like seeing that. I liked him being all. I liked him in that. He definitely got better just because he was barely in it, and his actor. I like the actor who played him. Like, Hugo Weaving is great in roles like Lord of the Rings and The Matrix. Agent Smith, oh, that's such a great character. But you can tell he doesn't want to be Red Skull. You can tell. Well, the other, he wanted to be Red Skull, and he had a bit part, so I think that helped. He's in it for the long run. Like I said, the action is just sped by Sebastian Stan as Bucky. Another good one that improves severely when you get to Winter Soldier. His performance improves so much, and the relationship between him and Steve is great, and I love it. And oh man, when you watch these movies, you start to, when you watch all these movies in a row, you start to think about all the emotion. It gets so sad, sentimental. Oh man, I don't want to watch Endgame now. Captain America is another Marvel movie that was good, and then it was bad. I won't say bad. It was mediocre. Then it was good again, and then the post-credit scene proved that this was money. This was a movie made for money, probably, because the scene was just. We get to the post-credit scene, you wondering, I wonder what movie is this going to set up the Avengers? Or it's going to set up like a future movie or something. I don't know. And then you get to the scene, and it sets up the Avengers by being a couple it's a trailer for the Avengers. Post-credit scene is a literal trailer for the Avengers. And that's like the laziest thing you could do. That'd be like Captain Marvel's post-credit scene just being in a trailer for Endgame. Nah, I don't say that's a trailer. It's close enough, but it just barely misses. It's like the Ant-Man poster. I'll talk about it when I get to Captain Marvel. I definitely like this movie. It's probably my second favorite out of Phase 1 that we've reviewed so far. And I'm gonna have to give it 86 shields out of 100. I liked Captain America: The First Avenger. It faltered a lot in its second half, but it picks itself up in the last couple minutes, right when it mattered the most, and it delivered an emotional gut punch that doesn't let up. And it is a good movie, and if you have not seen it, what the heck are you doing? Why are you watching Marvel movies like this? You are living your life, you're living in a lie, and you are not a Marvel fan if you do not watch all the MCU films. Captain America: The First Avenger. Have you seen it? Did you like it? What did you think? Tell me in the comments below. Are you excited? Endgame's coming up. Oh boy. Man. Then we get Spider-Man Far From Home. Oh boy. Man. Then apparently Marvel's taking a break, which is not a bad idea. We don't want oversaturation with our characters, even though most of them are going to be dead. I'm freaking out a lot. I'm Jordan from Jordan Reviews, and this is Goodbye.